So I think it's actually, yeah, it is. Okay. So this is just a little mini live stream to keep us up to date. Please bear with me. This is all very impromptu. I'm doing it outdoors. So just got to get settled here. Hi, this is Terralumination. This is a daily transit. This is all thanks to Love Driver. She had this idea like, hey TL, why don't you just do a daily transit? You do astrodoodles every day for yourself anyway. Okay, so anyway, I'll keep it short and sweet, okay? I don't want to suck up your day. Cheers, by the way. Let's see if I can do this in a very simple way. Try this first of all. As you can see, I forgot my Sharpie, so there's no black heavy-duty stuff. Let me see if I can, you know what? I'm just going to pick up my camera and try to point it at this thing. See if I can get this to work. And I will do the relay from here. So this is going to look a bit weird until I get things settled. Okay, so that looks like it's a fairly decent position. Okay, I wish I could just do a snapshot or something. I had more like technical wizardry. But anyway, let's keep it something like this. So here's my astrodoodle for today. All right, actually, let me get on this side. Sorry, it's really, really wobbly, I'm sure. Let's just try this. So this is for Earth today, Tuesday, 24th of May, 2022. It's about noon Pacific Standard Time, USA. Like I said, I didn't bring my Sharpie and I forgot my color pens because this is totally spontaneous and I just grabbed what I had out of my briefcase. So anyway, part of what compelled me to, do this right now is because of what I feel is a very unusual set of circumstances and aspects. You see this here? We talked about this the other day. This is a big, fat Earth trine. Trines are very harmonious. Let me see if I can put the little triangle there. That's the astrological symbol for a trine. It might get a little bit noisy now and again with birds and wind and cars or whatever, but we'll see. So this is a really, really powerful aspect that's happening now. And it's happening over the cusp as well here. This is the cusp between Taurus and Gemini. And look what's going on. You've got the Sun, Mercury, North Node, and Uranus. Uranus is a little bit farther away. That's 15 degrees. But this is a really tight cluster. So it's almost like there's basically, the heavens are saying, just forget about Taurus and Gemini for the moment. Just consider the fact that these three bodies are so close together. It all combines into powerfully harmonious trine type aspect in terms of astrology. Now, with the Capricorn Taurus vibe, which I believe is Earth dominant here, very Earth dominant, I feel that this is very stabilizing for humanity at large, in the way that we've got some freaking mind-boggling dysfunctions with humanity, as we've talked about many times on the channel. Lots of doom and gloom, lots of big red doodle marks everywhere. But today, the only red mark would be here, okay? If you put in things like Lilith and some of the fixed stars and the asteroids or whatever, this chart would be just full of color everywhere, but I try to keep it really simple. This aspect here is between Saturn and Aquarius and the Taurus energy over here, very, very tight degrees. And this is happening simultaneously with all this harmony over here. Now, on top of this harmony, well, let me just, how can I explain this? The Capricorn-Taurus energy is very stabilizing for Earth, for planet Earth. In other words, the way I see it is, it's extremely obvious and very evident that there's something very, very wrong here on planet Earth because everybody knows. I mean, the list is endless. I had this little list a few days ago. I'll just bring it out here, see if this reminds you of anything. Inflation, it's the end of the Fed, I'm hoping. Some people think it's the end of the world. We've got ISO 20022, which is going to be the new global banking system pivoting around the cryptocurrency called RP, and it's going to look like digital money to us as consumers, but it's called CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currencies. So you can forget in America, Wells Fargo, US Bank, Citibank, Chase Bank, US Bank, all the big major banks. They're still going to be there, but they're going to be like shells, hollowed out shells, as they effectively represent the Fed. And these major retail banks that we're all used to, what we call a bank, they are literally just going to be relationship managers for the Fed. This is a very terrifying, frightening scenario. Of course, how many people know about this? Well, ISO 20022 is going to be implemented for the test run in November 2022, okay? November 22. So we have a bit of time. And that's also around the time of the midterm elections for the USA. Oh my God. You can imagine the chaos that's going to happen. Let me rattle through these real quick, okay? So the main retail banks in America are basically going to act as frontline face-to-face relationship managers for the Fed because the CBDC comes directly from the Fed. That is freaking mind-boggling. They're already doing it as an experiment in China. It's basically communist money being fed to you by the communist leaders, okay? It's very disturbing stuff, but we can't stop this happening. And it will actually be implemented in November 2023. So I'm just giving you some serious heads up. This is all factual information, okay? I'm not creating scandals or anything. Cheers again, by the way. Of course, everybody knows about the food crises. I consider it as all deliberate, global sabotage, all planned out by these folks. And of course, the poorest, as always, will be the most affected. It's very tragic, but it's all part of a policy to cause a lot of damage to humanity. By the way, since 2020, over the last 2 years, there have been more billionaires and multimillionaires created than any other time in history, and it's a direct consequence of the pandemic, the plandemic, okay? The plandemic. The next, of course, we have the water crises all across the world. It's very obvious here in Las Vegas because Lake Mead is almost empty. We've got the oil and gas crises all across the world. And you can blame it on Russia, you can blame it on Joe, Uncle Joe, you can blame it on the oil companies, whatever. It's all part of the plan, okay? These companies are making billions in profits, okay, because of the huge price hikes. Of course, we have all the medical lockdowns. It's insanity. There's enough people across Earth now who are starting to realize this is absolutely staged, the whole freaking thing. It's deliberate bioweapons that gives an incredible crisis, that creates an incredible opportunity for the globalists. That's these folks. And all the bioweapons and all the biochemical corporations and all the pharmacies and big pharma people. And of course, weapons themselves. We got to the China-Ukraine crisis going on. World War III basically is now being unwrapped for the whole planet of Earth, but we're not allowed to talk about World War III yet because it sounds like I'm like fear porn and I'm trying to scare you. But basically, again, we have those folks. Let me see if I can make the list here without the wind blowing it. We got Lockheed Martin. I probably said this before. We've got Boeing, Boing. I think that's how you spell it. Raytheon, and General Dynamic. General Dynamic, and what's the other one? Boeing, Lockheed. There's another one, but I always seem to forget the fifth name. Anyway, there's another one, X. Anyway, they're making billions and billions and billions. Okay, let me just keep going here rapidly. Our biggest problem, of course, is China. Okay, by far the biggest problem, but nobody wants to talk about it because it's politically incorrect. They use what's called unrestricted warfare. Go and check out Joshua Phillip at the Epoch Times, and he'll tell you all about it, what's actually happening. And with the assistance of Terra Illumination, Daily Transit, I'm trying to help Joshua Phillip spread the word about what's actually happening. We've got the whole drama coming up, of course, with true fake news, and that's being beautifully, let's say, dramatized by Elon Musk and his recent encounters with Twitter and Facebook. As you know, he's basically throwing tables up in the air, getting people ousted from their jobs, and forcing these companies to start complying with the Constitution and providing genuine free speech opportunities, okay? And of course, we also have here the Hillary conspiracy and all that stuff coming out. It's hilarious to watch. I'm hoping they all go to prison. So in other words, look at it this way. Everything is exactly as it should be, because it can't be any other way. And that's just how it is. So we make the best of it. How do we do that? What do we do? What now? What now? What now? MYOB. Mind your own freaking business. Literally. Take care of yourself. Protect your money. Protect your privacy. Protect yourself. And go from there, okay? Now let's check in. All right. So I've got to rotate the device over here. Yeah, we're back again. So I just wanted to get that all on record for you. And let's see. I hope it looks okay when you actually view this. I can't really tell because I'm just making it up as I go along. Let me go back to the chart just briefly, okay? Over here, so you got the chart again. Now, the reason this is so unusual is because on my normal astrodoodles, this would all be completely bright green, huge, thick lines of bright green, bright green, bright green. This is what's called a trine. It's a very classic aspect, and these are called sextiles. These are very classic aspects. Over here, this is what the symbol looks like. 6 little point star. 6 little point star, okay, here and here. So you have this massively powerful energy of harmony mixed with opportunity, mixed with opportunity. But it's all extra weird because it's all on the cusps, okay? This is the cusp here with Capricorn Aquarius. It's happening right here. And this is the cusp between the Pisces Aries energy, and that's happening right here. It's crazy. Look at that. Neptune, Moon, Mars, Jupiter, all swarming around here in very tight, compressed degrees. And then we have this cluster here, right on the cusps. Look, it's crazy. This is really very rare. And I'm taking full advantage of it. I'm basically responding and reacting to this energy extremely well personally, even though I still have the same problems that I had last month and last week. And I'm going to have problems again in a few months. It never stops. But at least this way, we can have a chance to see the good. Okay? Let's have a look over here. Sorry. Getting a little bit bouncy. I hope you don't get seasick or anything. Cheers, everybody. I just wanted to get this stuff on record for you, okay? So let's leave it for now, and we'll pick up again very soon, all right? Take care, everybody. Mind your own business. Literally, mind your own business. And while you're at it, protect your money, protect your privacy, protect yourself. Toodaloo.